Hey everyone, this is my first video in a series that may go for a really long time. Welcome to Janet ND, and I'm really excited to come to you today to talk to you about something that is on pretty much everyone's mind right now, and it is the coronavirus. So I wanted to kind of talk to you a little bit about it from a naturopathic standpoint, from a master herbalist perspective and a natural perspective, and so people don't panic and worry too much. So I have some notes here that I want to talk to you about. The first thing is that this is a virus. It's not a bacteria, so you cannot use antibiotics or any antibacterials to fight against this. Now, this is a brand new novel virus, which means that the body doesn't have immunity to it. So we're in a whole new territory right now, and those of us who have been herbalists for a really long time, we know what herbs work as antivirals. And so from what we're hearing from Europe and Asia is that the antivirals are working also for this virus. So that is really good news, and excited about that. I believe that you need to be prepared, and that means prepping your remedies, making sure you have everything you need in the house. From what I'm understanding and communicating people from around the world that we are communicating with is that stores are shutting down, pharmacies are shutting down, and people aren't able to get what they need. So I just think preparation is important. It's mainly because people are being quarantined, and people cannot get what they need. So it's smart to stock up for a couple weeks. Sometimes quarantines go for a month. Some European schools are shutting down and for maybe a month. They're also in China. Japan just mentioned they're going to close their schools for a month. So we don't quite know. We're in new territory here, but I have posted down below, if you go through my Facebook page, you'll see a protocol for adults and a protocol for children. And these are protocols that I have used for years. I've used them on my family with many of my clients, and they work beautifully for protecting the body and building immunity. So the whole main goal is to build up your immunity so you can fight the virus, or many people can be a carrier of a virus, but you never see symptoms because your immune system is strong. So the goal is to have a strong immune system. I think right now the main thing is that people are feeling nervous and anxious, and stress is one of the #1 things that lowers your immunity. So try to do everything you can to help you with your stress. Meditation, praying, relaxing, deep breathing, going to bed at a good time, and spending family time, doing things you enjoy, things like that to protect and build that immunity up by lowering your stress. I think that's probably my #1 thing I want to say today. And the other thing is really important is, if you can, try not to lower the fever. And if you look at on experts from around the world, medical experts all say that a fever, the purpose of a fever is to run and kill the virus or any kind of invader. So the body is trying to heat up to where it destroys it. So I've heard back and forth and read in research and journals and medical journals that 102 to 103 is kind of that threshold. If you go beyond that, then you want to do something to lower it. But you also can lower it with baths, sweating, herbals, and things like that. And we have a plethora of information on the web of how to do that. But I also did post how to do a fever lowering bath that you can do with children and adults, and that helps a lot. Be really careful with using acetaminophen and things like that, any of those Advil type things, because once the fever gets really high, it can get through the blood-brain barrier and cause some problems in the brain and on the head, and so we want to be really careful with that. So, so letting that fever run, if as comfortable as you can be with that. And face masks really aren't helping much. They're mainly for medical providers, or if you're taking care of someone, or if you have it yourself. So that is kind of a myth. You don't need a face mask unless those other reasons. And the herbal protocol that I posted is you can go onto my website. I've just launched it and ready to go and buy from there. If you become a member, 45% off, up to 45% off. It's kind of like a Sam's Club, and you get free membership for a year. And proceeds from that are going to Annika and Gabriella's immigration fund. That's going to help us pay off their debt from the past 16 years of trying to get citizenship. So we would appreciate that. That would be wonderful. Any herbs or vitamins that you need, you can get from here. It's a high quality, standardized, 100% organic natural, which I'm very picky about. I've been using this company for over 20 years, and I will not switch because they have everything I need, and I'm super excited, and they have worked for me for years. And so the main thing is being preventative. Now, if you do buy the protocol and you don't need it, don't worry. Those herbs will last in your cupboard, in your medicine cabinet, for 2 to 3 years. So it's not really that you're wasting, because every winter I stock up on my medicine cabinet, and at some point we always use it up. And I usually do my order, the big order, usually in September, October, to prepare for the winter. And those of you who have been following me and have worked with me for years, you know, we call it the stocking our herbal medicine cabinet every fall to get ready for the winter, so we don't have to worry and get stuck when something happens. So let's see. So that is pretty much it. And if you have any questions, you can post them on this Facebook page. And mainly stay warm. In Chinese medicine, we call it protecting the spleen, which is your digestion and your immune system. Stay warm, stay away from cold foods, stay away from the iced drinks and salads and ice cream and things like that, because it really lowers your immune system, and it actually causes damage to your digestion. And digestion is key for having a strong immune system and a strong body. So wintertime is really not the time to have ice cold things. It's time to have those warming foods like squash and stews and soups and warm teas, things like that. Unless you're in a super hot climate, then you could handle some of that. But most of us here in North America, it's not that super warm right now. All right, stay healthy, everyone, and stay tuned. I'll be back with another Herbal Minute, Healthy Minute here maybe in the next week. Take care.